Music of the Spheres is an album by Coldplay. Released just yesterday, it was Coldplay's ninth studio album, just after Everyday Life in 2019. Now I gotta say, this whole video is my own opinion, and you shouldn't take this as discouragement to listen to the album, because I think everybody should make up their own mind. But after listening to it the morning it was released, I just thought I had to share my own probably stupid and unoriginal ideas. My expectations coming into Music of the Spheres weren't the highest, I've got to say. After the singles Higher Power, Coloratura and My Universe, and my not so high opinion of the previous album. But I came in with some optimism, and the thought that at least if I didn't enjoy it, I could just zone out on my way to school. That did pretty much happen. The opening track, the square that comes up when an emoji isn't recognised on Android, also known as Planet with the Ring emoji or Music of the Spheres, is weird to say the least. It's kind of like the Life in Technicolor of the album, being a strange instrumental bit with a robot saying Music of the Spheres. Then we go on to Higher Power, which is catchy, but for me it just lacks the oomph that Coldplay was originally known for in the first track. It just doesn't compare with anything like Politic or Don't Panic. I guess I shouldn't really compare this with their older albums, because it's clear they're trying to do something new. Also, I can't really go into depth about the actual music, because I'm not a total nerd. But again, it's just catchy with no actual substance to it. Humankind is the typical dance track you can expect from modern Coldplay albums, and supposedly has a deeper meaning behind it, but what that message it actually is, I have no clue. It's similar to Everyday Life in this way, that there is meant to be some kind of deep humanitarian message behind the album, but it's just so vague and lost in the whoop whoop and headbanging and jumping to the epic beat. It frustrates me in this way, because I can tell Coldplay understands the need for a deep message in albums these days, but it just doesn't reach its goal at all. After this we have another emoji song, Alien Choir. I guess it's just the travel between different planets or something, I don't know. Next is Let Somebody Go. To me it feels like Coldplay trying to make a heartfelt boo-hoo song, but I just can't connect with the message when I feel like it's just a way to shoehorn a celebrity into the album. I mean, it sounds nice, it's pleasing to the ear, but in a deeper way it just doesn't hit the right notes. To me it's just a when you love somebody and you have to leave them meme. Next song is Heart Emoji. This is probably the most forgettable song in the album. It touches on the overdone, boys keep their emotions in, girls are emotional and vulnerable. Everyone knows it now. We all get it. I'm sorry if this is a bit heartless, but it's just frustrating to still be hearing this as if it's some kind of revelation. I will give credit to the fact that this is very well orchestrated and sung. The next song is probably my favourite of the album, People of the Pride. It touches on the old rock side of Coldplay. It's harsh and rough, and I love it. Its sound is just iconic. Maybe I'm just a sucker for the guitar sound, who knows. The message in this song is clear, being about society's revolution after so many years of oppression. It's deep, and it just works. I just wish it went on for longer. Next is The Weird Baby One, aka Beautiful. I can't explain this one. I guess it's about childhood innocence and a baby's simple wish to be loved. I'm baffled by their choice of tone, but it's catchy, and somehow just feels good. It stands out in some ways, but somehow it just blends in with the rest of the music I normally hear, and it's kind of forgettable. Next we have Music of the Spheres 2, another emoji interlude. I think it's a clip from a live show, I have no idea. Anyway, after that is My Universe, a song by Coldplay as well as BTS. A strange choice, but nonetheless it's a song. Similar to Higher Power in that it's catchy but ultimately feels shallow and pointless. It's cool to have a different language and culture integrated, but I don't really understand why. I guess it's like, we're from different sides of the earth, but we still share the same universe, I don't know. The next song is The Infinity Sign. I completely forgot this was a song. I probably zoned out at this point. It sounds like a football anthem in the background of Space Age arpeggio at the beginning. Wait, does it ever change? Okay, well, I guess it does include a bit of choir singing, but come on. This is what you decide to use 3.5 minutes of your album on? Eh. The final track, Coloratura, is okay, but it just drags on and on. Also, I find it kind of annoying that they put the longest song at the end, as if this is the one you're meant to skip. That's just how it feels for me. I do like the piano and harp at the beginning, and Chris Martin's singing is just pleasing as always. I could normally get behind a longer piece like Coloratura, which is 10 minutes. But when it's as shallow as this, it just feels like filler to get the album to 40 minutes. Overall, I think the album is pretty disappointing. Even with my low expectations after Ghost Stories and Everyday Life, it just feels like it misses the mark every opportunity to shine. The deeper message wasn't portrayed deeply enough, merely being what a high schooler could tell you about today's society. The actual music is okay, I guess. It's not my typical listening preference, but I could sit through it while writing the script, so I guess it can't be that bad. I wish for the old Coldplay albums, even though I know they'll never be back. In reality, I should just enjoy what I get and stop being so grumpy. It isn't terrible, but it isn't great. 4 out of 10 from me. Now here's my personal message to Coldplay that you should ignore. I'm sorry Coldplay, but please stop trying to top the charts and actually make some music.